Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 2. This week, we are not meeting in class. We will not have a Zoom class. As you see, Module 2 says holiday. It's actually a holiday. So the only thing I'd like you to continue working on is the Eckers assignment, and that is due February 26th. So if you go ahead and click under instructions, it's going to give you some videos I really want you to watch. Now, these videos were located under Module 1 as well, and they are under Module 2. So what I'd like you to do is first look at the environmental rating scale overview. It's just a few minutes. It's going to talk about why we are utilizing this and why this assessment is important. And then it has another YouTube on how to score. You want to make sure you watch that. That's about 6 minutes, but it tells you in detail how to score because you will be scoring these different sub areas. And then, of course, this gives you an example, space and furnishing example of Eckers. So that goes through it as well. It shows you one whole area. So with that, I want to go ahead and jump into the assignment instructions, which is located right here as well. Okay, so here we go. So again, we've already gone over the instructions during our last meeting. So you want to make sure, basically, you're conducting an Eckers on in a preschool program, and that is 2.5 to 5 years of age is this yellow Eckers rating scale that we'll be utilizing. Okay. So again, in the written portion, this is information I want to see in the written portion. And then closing summary, very important you answer all these questions in the closing summary. And then you'll be submitting your work through Canvas. And at the end, there's also a diagram of the actual location as well that's due. Okay, so you in Eckers, there's quite a few to rate. I'm only looking on these following items, okay? There's only these items. So you're going to look under space and furnishings. You're going to utilize 1, 4, 6, and 7. And then I actually, if I want to jump back to the assignment, I gave you an example, and I believe it's number 7. So let me go ahead and look really quick here. It's under Eckers assignment information. Again, you have the instructions, you have the evaluation form. That's the rubric that I'm going to be using to grade. And here's an example of the expectation. So I want to go over this because I posted this after we spoke. So let me move myself up here. So this one is number 7, gross motor equipment. Okay, this is an example. So the score was a 2, and then that person that completed this is indicating why this site received a 2 for gross motor equipment. The equipment that is available outside is all stationary. There were no items that were actually portable. Okay. There are not additional activities for the children to do besides the play structure, which is a large caterpillar that they can crawl under, but they're not allowed to sit or climb on top of it. And there are 3 metal rocking animals. Also, the equipment that is available does not stimulate at least 7 different skills of all the skills that children can do on the equipment, and it's very repetitive. Again, I want to see 2 short-term and 2 long-term for your whole paper. This one is actually a short-term goal, would possibly be to add LC balls, spinning toys, impossible jump ropes or hula hoops for additional activities, as well as the ability for children to possibly use chalk on the concrete areas to play games such as hopscotch. And then a long-term goal would be to have an area where the children could do things such as ride bikes or scooters, as well as possibly add more items to the play structure that would introduce them for different skills to be used. Okay, again, this is all taken directly from your book. So let me go ahead and go into gross motor. Again, these videos that you'll be watching is going to help you to have a complete understanding. And about half the class has already conducted Eckers on programs. So I want to gross motor equipment. Okay, so on one side you'll see the actual inadequate, which is a 1, all the way up to 7. Again, the videos you're going to watch are going to show you how to score. And you'll see here 1, then 3, 5, and 7. And then on the other side, it actually has notes for clarification. It's real important to read these notes for clarification because it will tell you the item, what does it include, and so forth. So you want to read both sides to this, okay, for clarification. Again, if you have any questions on the scoring, please send me an email. But I believe if you have done it before, you also have experience with it. And if you haven't, the video is going to show you how to score. Just like I had told you before, you must have at least half to go into that grouping. So for instance, 5 is a good. There are 3 here, so you need at least 5-1 and 5-2 to have a 5 score. You would need all 3 to go on to a 6. You would need all 2 to get a 7. Okay. And so basically, when you're writing, you're going to write because 5-1 says there is enough gross motor equipment so all children have access without a long wait. So that means there's multiple items for the children to use. This particular one that we just said, or looking at, she scored a 2 because they had some gross motor accessibility for all children at least 1 hour a day. Equipment is in generally good repair, and most of the equipment appropriate for age and ability for the children. That's minimal. So they didn't even get that at the site. This example was taken. Okay. So I wanted to kind of go over this. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. But if you watch the videos, I think that's really going to help you. I'm going to go back to our module. And that's really all we're doing this week. So if you have any questions, remember you can always reach out to those who have experience in Pronto. If you're having problems getting into a facility, let me know so I can help you with that as well. And I believe that's it on our instructions. So under module 2, there will be no discussions. There will be no other assignments. You're just continuing to work on your ECHRs. If you have any questions, you can post right here, which is questions for the professor. That links directly to my email, and I'll get back to you the same day. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. If not, have a fabulous week, and I am looking forward to seeing you all next right here at our Zoom meeting, February 22nd at 6 p.m. Don't forget at 5 o'clock is the permit party, and I've already emailed you all the information if you would like to talk with Professor Hardy in that. It's from 5 to 6 o'clock. So if you're a couple of minutes late for our meeting, no problem. Just shoot me an email and let me know. But that is going to help all of you get your permits. You want to make sure to go to attend that Zoom meeting. I'm looking forward to seeing you all soon. Take care and have a great week.